That's very good for him and for the Muslims. That's alhamdulillah for him. It is lessening his corruption upon the people. هذا رحمة له. نعم طبعا, he was one of those that was arrested with Al-Qarni, Salman Auda, all of them, alhamdulillah, jazahumullah khairan for arresting those jokers, man. Naam, last year, recently, not long ago, they were all arrested, alhamdulillah. And all the books of Sayyid Qutb was taken out. Walillahi alhamdu wal min. So, Tariq al-Suwaidan, he has this, and akhi, what the Shaykh say is this exactly what he say. This is an individual that has so much fasaha. He has so much eloquency, that's how you say it. He is very eloquent. I mean, very eloquent. If he speaks, you listen. But what does he talk about? The same thing as Anwar al-Awlaki was dealing with. Same thing, no difference. Same thing, Sirah, Qissatul Anbiya. This is the same thing that they will rope the people. Until they get them, now they sting them their poisons. Until they get them, now they sting them their poisons. It's just like they take a very hot habanero pepper. That's how you call it too. Habanero pepper. You put honey, right, on the top of it. Right, trying to bait the individual. Once he bite it, the first taste is nice, but the more he get to it, it's like he wants some water because he's burning hot. Now this is how he operates. So, akhi, the same thing he mentioned when he have a platform with the Rafidah. He said, listen, please do not be cussing at the Sahaba here. Wait till you go back and you curse at him. Same thing. Same thing. We come together in that which we agree, and we excuse one another in that which we differ. Now, is it that calling to Allah? Is this calling to Allah? So Shaykh Sarfal, he say, is this? He say, وَنَقُولُ هَذَا الْعَمَلُ هُوَ دَعْوَةُ إِلَى اللَّهِ. Is this calling to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? He say, Al-an, Allahu Akbar. He say, today, in our days, nowadays, تَعْرِفُونَ جُهُدُ الدَّعْوَةِ وَكَثْرَةُ الدُّعَاةِ. He say, today you see the efforts of da'wah, and you have many people calling, many callers. He say, وَأَنَّ لَهَا مُؤَسَّسَاتٍ, and they have organization. Like which one? I want ICNA, ISNA, Al-Maghrib Institute. Which one else? Ihya Turath, very good. All of this that Shaykh Rabi Hafidhahullah warned years ago, Ihya Turath. And these are the same individual, barakallah fikum, supporting the Hizbi and promoting their books and their tapes and the likes of this. ICNA, ISNA, all of this, barakallah fikum, muassasat, foundations and organizations. They have it running around here in this area. Right? And some of them, their heads right here, Shahir Raslan. Right here, the Mudir of Ihsan. From the heads of ISNA and ICNA. A caller to them, wal-iyadhu billah. Now that's why the Salafi has to be very careful under whose umbrella he is. Under whose umbrella he is. You can say, I'm calling to Allah and I'm Salafi, kada. Akhi, if the person that is the head of the Imam that you in, he is upon that, akhi, you are not free from that. Are you? Ustaz? Are you? You are not. And because whenever the person goes out, he presents himself as this and this mudir of Masjid kada wa kada. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us firmness upon being with the people of the Sunnah. And we will not worry about the qillatu salikin. We will not worry about the qillatu salikin, the few of those who are upon that path. So the Shaykh Hafidhahullah ta'ala, he say, And they have marakiz. Right? They have marakiz, meaning they have centers. They have centers like Al-Irshad, by Dawood Bojan, his center. Right? They have centers. They call it Center of Islamic Guidance and Counseling or whatever foolishness he got. Where he combined and joined with who? The Sufi. Join with who? The soothsayers. Now people say, oh, we have many organizations, many marakiz, many markaz and the likes of this. Lakin al-adriha ala haliha. But today the situation is what it is. Allahu Akbar. The situation is what it is. Meaning the situation, it is what it is. The people, they are what they are upon today. With all of these scholars that are here present, with all these centers and organization, quote unquote callers to Islam, quote unquote organization, Islamic organization. How many organizations that they quote unquote call it Islamic organization do they have? But the situation of the people, the common folk, it remain what it is. It is what it is. Bal, he say, tazidu fil alam al-islami, but rather it increase in the lands of the Muslims. It increase in the lands of the Muslim. He say, وَالتَّصَوُّفْ وَالْبِدْعَةِ تُكَثِّرَانِ. He say, but look at the tasawwuf, the people of Sufiya, the people of bid'ah, they are increasing. He say, أَيْنَ الدَّعْوَةُ إِلَى اللَّهِ. Where is the call to Allah? Now this is a good question we ask ourselves. Where is the call to Allah? If you have all these centers, all these organizations that are quote unquote Islamic organization, and this situation is what it is. The situation remain how it is. The people of Sufi are increasing. The people of Bid'ah are increasing. So that we ask ourselves, Aina da'watu ila Allah. Where is the call to Allah? Where is the call to Allah? Maybe those who are quote unquote calling to Allah, they are cheating the people. They are not telling them the truth. They are not telling them, Barakallah fikum, the matter. They are not starting in with that which, Barakallah fikum, they have to start with. Shaykh Fawzaan hafidhahullah, he say, Aina hadha al-juhud wa thamaratuha. Where is that efforts and its fruits? Where are these efforts of da'wah and its fruits? Where are the efforts of da'wah and its fruits? It is not about, Barakallah fikum, having the masjid pack. That's impossible. Don't think about you're going to come to the masjid, Barakallah fi. Perhaps, yes, in the next years. Insha'Allah ta'ala, with our children and the likes. So don't say about, don't think that, okay, that we're going to grow in numbers like, like hundreds of thousands in the masjid. But rather it is in the quality of how we are understanding our religion. Some people, they worry about doing books upon books. Books upon books. Akhi, Allahu Akbar, Dr. Abdul Rahman Umaysan. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala preserve him and give him good and a good ending. He mentioned one of the scholars in Mecca or in Medina, I don't quite recall it. He is doing one book. One book he's been doing. More than 15 years or 20 years. One book. تذكرون الكتاب أم اسم الشيخ. One book he was doing. One single book he was doing. Every time he finished it, he will start again. One single book. Now this is a alim. Alim min ulama ahl sunnah. Alim min ulama as-salaf. One book. Anytime he finished it, he restarted right back again. Right back again. Allahu Akbar. Now he say, Aina hadhihi al-juhud. Where is that efforts that the people are saying they're putting forth? Wa thamaratuha, and its fruits. Meaning, where are the efforts of da'wah and its fruits? فَالْوَاجِبُ عَلَيْنَا. What is a must upon us, ayyuhal ikhwah? He say it is that we give importance for this matter. And that we are calling to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala ala basiratin, upon sound knowledge, upon insight. And the second thing, وَنَبْدَأْ بِمَا بَدَأَتْ بِهِ الْأَنْبِيَاءُ وَالْرُسُلُ. And we start from that which the prophets and the messengers started with. And without no doubt, all of us know, inshallah here, what the prophets and the messenger they started with. All of them. And you'll be very surprised when you ask the people, and alhamdulillah, do so please. When you get out of here, ask the people, the first one you meet, what was that which, the first thing the Prophet ﷺ started when he started calling to Allah? What was the first thing he was calling the people to? Huh? All of this. Social reform. Salah. Love your neighbor, yeah. Huh? No, meaning people will, what you think people will say? People will say anything but at-tawheed. Yes. Yes, establishing the government, Islamic State. People will say everything but calling the people to tawheed. Saying la ilaha illallah. Saying la ilaha illallah, calling to tawheed and telling them and clarifying for them that these idols, they are not to be worshipped. That any other deity that is being worshipped upon batil. But you will hear everything from the corner. You will hear it except that which is the fundamental that all of the prophets alayhimus salatu wasalam they started with. Nuh alayhi salatu wasalam, ماذا بدأ في دعوته? What Nuh alayhi salatu wasalam called the people? Ya qawmi, an ya'budullaha. That answer to worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That's the first thing that Nuh alayhi salatu wasalam called his people. First thing, an ya'budullaha wa ati'un. Worship Allah and what? Follow me. What is that? Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah, ashhadu anna Muhammadan Rasulullah. First thing, call on Allah. First thing, worship Allah alone subhanahu wa ta'ala. The first command that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala commanded us, as the ulama mentioned, from Surah Al-Fatiha all the way to Barak Nas. The first command is, Ya ayyuhan nas, u'budu rabbakum. Worship your Lord. Worship your Lord. Meaning what? Single him out in your worship. Ayyi at-tawheed wal bara'atu min ash-shirki, and free yourself from shirk and that which are the companion of shirk, or the doers of shirk, or the people of shirk. But here, the people, they want to start with matters that yes, they are important, but they are not the fundamentals of the religion. If a person die with those actions and he's not free from shirk, he will never ever smell the fragrances of the Jannah, let alone enter in the Jannah. But if a person die with every sin possible, doing a shirk, al-akbar, then perhaps, because we say perhaps because he is under the will of Allah, that he will be in the Jannah. Ultimately he will be in the Jannah. Whether Allah forgive him and enter him the Jannah right away, or he will serve his time in a hell fire, and after that he will be purified and placed in the Jannah. If somebody does shirk, if he is alive and he asks for forgiveness, yes, Allah will forgive him. But if he die with the shirk, Allah will not forgive him. If he die with the shirk, Allah will not forgive him. But if a person committed shirk, whether they did not know or whether they were following their own desires, right? And they ask Allah for forgiveness, Allah will forgive them. Allah will forgive them as long as they fulfill the condition of at-tawbah. Na'am, Abdul Rahman. Now this was what we was answering. Now are they excused? The question, barakallahu fikum, is if somebody was doing shirk and they didn't know. Now if they had people around in the neighborhood, they had a masjid in the neighborhood, they have the radio broadcasting, and what the Shaykh mentioned that, right? The people, the radio broadcasting the statement of the ulama, they will not be excused for not knowing. Because they have all the means of what? Achieving and attaining knowledge. Right? So here he mentioned Hafidhahullah. He say, and likewise, and to be starting with Bima bada'at bihi al-anbiya wal-rusul, starting with what the prophets and the messenger they started with. And he mentioned Hafidhahullah, what was it?